Sometimes, a person with strong mental influence can affect many people at once. We call this mental influencing en masse, which just means influencing a large group or the general public. You've likely thought about historical figures, from ancient times to today, who seem to have an almost magical effect on people. They made others see things their way and helped them achieve their goals. On a smaller scale, most successful people who rely on public support use this influence. In fact, nearly everyone who succeeds in business or a job that involves attracting others uses it to some degree. This might seem surprising to some, but those who study mental abilities know it's true. The most common way people influence groups happens without them even realizing it. It comes from a strong desire for certain things to succeed. We're not talking about just wanting or wishing, but an eager longing, a craving, a demanding mental state that reaches out for what's wanted. You'll notice that people who get things done usually have a strong, burning desire for what they want. This pushes them to actively seek satisfaction for that desire. These individuals constantly send out strong thought waves that draw and attract anyone they meet, pulling them towards the sender's mind. It works the same way with strong fear. If someone has a strong fear of something, they send out similar attracting waves. These waves can actually pull people or events towards them that could make the feared thing happen. This might sound odd, but the secret is that both strong desire and strong fear involve forming a clear mental picture, which then tends to become real. Fear is, in a way, a type of expectation, which unfortunately often makes it happen. As the saying goes, the thing that I have feared hath come upon me. The way to fight things you fear is to create a strong desire for the opposite outcome. Some people who have studied mental influence, or have just stumbled upon how it works, improve on this basic form of influencing groups. They send out thought waves on purpose, forming a clear mental picture and holding onto it firmly. Over time, their mental currents reach further and further, affecting more people and drawing them into their field of influence. They work on the public by holding a strong mental picture of what they want. Then, they send out strong thought currents of desire in all directions, intending that anyone who comes close will be drawn to the ideas in their projected mental image. When people with strong focus, willpower, and clear goals constantly think about a specific idea or topic, their minds send out expanding circles of thought waves. These waves spread outward like ripples when you drop a stone in a pond. These waves reach and affect many people, making them at least interested in the idea. Once people are interested, they're more likely to listen to other appeals, because interest is the first step toward attention, and attention leads to action. Of course, many people are sending out thought waves, and these currents can sometimes cancel each other out. But occasionally, a particularly strong person will send out waves that continue to spread even when they meet other currents. These waves reach the public despite any opposition. These thought currents carry the sender's personality and show the strength or weakness of their will. For example, a strong business person's mental influence in a town will soon be subtly felt, and their store becomes a place that naturally attracts people, even though the public doesn't quite understand why. Similarly, some lawyers become popular even if they aren't more skilled than their colleagues. And popular preachers affect their community in similar ways, often without fully realizing the force they're using. They just know they feel a sense of inner strength and a way of attracting people, along with a burning desire to bring people their way and a strong will to support it. These are exactly the mental qualities that create and show the strongest kind of mental influence. Plus, these people almost always know exactly what they want, there's no vague wishing from them. They make a clear mental picture of what they want to happen, and then they put all their effort into making that picture real. Everything they do to reach their goals adds power to their constantly expanding and strengthening circle of influence. Some masters of this art of influencing the public imagine themselves sending out vast amounts of thought waves for a while. Then, they mentally give these waves a spinning motion until they form a mental whirlpool that rushes around, pulling everything inward. This effort works on a mental level just like a physical whirlpool works on a physical level. It draws into its power everything that comes near it. This is one of the most powerful ways to influence large groups, and many powerful people today use it effectively, having learned the secrets of ancient mental practices. Ancient wisdom and modern business might seem far apart, but they actually work together to benefit some of these powerful minds, with the public often being the ones affected. You can easily see from this that an individual who has improved their ability to focus and to create sharp, clear, strong mental images, and who always fills their mind with the idea of success when working on something, will naturally become a center that attracts. If such a person keeps their mental picture always in mind, even if it's in the background while they handle daily tasks and plan their affairs, if they give their mental picture a prominent place in their thoughts, looking at it often, and using their will to imagine new scenes of actual success, they will create a center of radiating thought that will certainly be felt by those who come into its range. Such a person often sees people coming to them and their businesses, agreeing with their plans. They mentally see money flowing in, and all their plans working out correctly. In short, they mentally imagine each step of their plans a little before they need to carry them out, and they focus strongly and seriously on them. It's amazing to see how events, people, situations, and things seem to fall into place in real life, as if moved by some great power to make real the conditions that were pictured in the person's mind. But understand, there has to be active mental effort behind the imaging. People who just daydream don't make thoughts real, they only waste energy. The person who turns thought into action and physical reality puts energy into the task and uses their willpower through the mental picture. Without the drive of their will, no picture will be projected, no matter how clearly the imagination has formed it. Thoughts pictured in mental images, then given power by strong desire and will, tend to become real. That's the whole idea in a nutshell.